Okay, this is part, I don't know, 3 or 4. Evidently, my phone only has so much memory, so I'll have to clear out some memory space. So, what I was trying to get to on the end of chapter 4, there's actually there's one verse there that I think is one of the best summary verses of the whole Bible, and how we should live. And I didn't write it down, but I'll read it here. It's Ephesians 4:32. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. I know that's not easy. There's so many people with unresolved issues, family, marriages are breaking up. You know what? Forgiveness is easier said than done. I'm going through it right now. It's something that's hard to do. So you've got to ask God for help on something like that. So forgiving one another, it frees you up when you're able to forgive that other person. It's their deal, not yours. If they wronged you, forgive them. Move on. And it's not easy. And it says, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. So we'll read that verse again. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. I think that kind of summarizes the Bible, because it's all about love. But that expounds on it just a little bit. So that's essentially what I wanted to talk to you about is just read Ephesians, read through it actually 3 times. Me, I have to read something 3 times before I finally get it. I actually have to write it down on notes so I can understand it, because I'll read something and I'll forget it. But if I write it down as I read it and take notes, then it kind of sticks. And I'm trying to marinate in the Word. And that's one way to do it, is to write it down, just like you're studying for a test at school or something like that. The brain, when you write it down, not typing it, but when you write it down, it does something visceral to where your body picks it up and your brain is able to, understand it just a little bit better. Like the way I was just kind of jiggling around there. Anyways, chapter 5 gets into more about our behavior. Watch how we act, talk, and behave. And I'm bad about this. I make jokes. I'm sarcastic. I deflect with humor, and that's not good sometimes. So, there's areas that we all need to improve upon, but that's something that I took away and gleaned this morning when I was reading through there. I'll joke about stuff and I think it's funny. Well, I may hurt your feelings, and it's not intentional. But it talks about that. No clamoring, no yelling, no screaming. What's going on in today's society right now? Everybody's shouting from the rooftops, yelling and screaming. There's clamoring going on in society. Stop it. Quit yelling and screaming. Quit clamoring. And then chapter 5 gets into how we're supposed to act in a marriage. That's a whole nother message in itself, but basically submit to one another. Love your wife as you love yourself, and treat each other with respect. I've been married 27 years, and wouldn't make it this far if we didn't have some respect for one another and be able to forgive one another and just have a good time, and enjoy each other's presence. So anyways, that's a whole other message, but Ephesians, there's only 6 chapters in Ephesians. So it's not a long read. So take the time, read through it. Anyways, have a blessed day. And by the way, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor. I'm just a construction worker. And I've never done anything like this before, but I just felt it upon my heart, just kind of lay this out there. Something about Ephesians just hit me today, and I just wanted to share a little message. That's it. See you.